Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun. It's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. Alright, so today a couple announcements first. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have a biopsy coming up on Monday. So it's going to leave my voice a little hoarse for a few days. So I'm going to try to pre-record some videos that will air on Monday and Tuesday, and then hopefully I'll be back on Wednesday. But I'm here today, I'm here tomorrow, and then some pre-recorded videos coming out on Monday and Tuesday. Let's see what else. I think that's it. Hope you guys are doing well. I've been gone for a few days trying to prep for this biopsy. It's just been a lot of medical appointments, but anyway, for the reading today. Oh, I didn't put the deck out. Here we go. I am using the Wizard's Tarot deck. Little glare on it there. So as you can tell from the thumbnail, this reading is going to be about Prince Harry. Is he going to be getting into Scientology? What we typically refer to as the Scientology cult. If you're in Scientology, no disrespect meant at all. I just don't know a whole lot about it, but what I've heard has been not so great. So we'll just put it that way. So Harry, of course, he is associated with the Legends of Aviation, a charity, program, whatever they want to call it. And John Travolta is the head of that. It's usually awarding or recognizing people who are very well associated with aviation and who have made significant contributions to aviation. We all know Harry got an award, I think not last year, but the year before. About what, I have no idea, since he's not even a pilot. He's a gunner, he's not a pilot. I'm a pilot, he's not. So, anyway, so John Travolta heads that group up. And Harry has supposedly gotten very close with John Travolta, and this is from Dan Wootten. As we all know, John Travolta had that very famous dance with Diana, Princess of Wales, at the White House all those years ago. It was just something that it wasn't pre-planned. It kind of happened on the spur of the moment, where she had requested to dance with him, and he was so surprised. And they had, I'll put some pictures up, they had that legendary dance. Even though her dress looks black here, it was a deep, deep blue. Actually, just a beautiful blue velvet. Absolutely stunning dress. So they had that dance, and it's rumored that lately Harry has gotten very chummy, we'll say, with John Travolta, and said to him, "Oh, I was one when you had that dance with my mother. Can you tell me about it?" So, kind of interesting that he's going back 40 years to talk about something like that, but be that as it may. Now, I'm going to play this little clip from Joan Rivers that she said this years and years ago. Oh, I miss that woman so much. But let's see what Joan Rivers had to say about John Travolta.
Joan Rivers, if you were a gay man, what famous gay would you have a one-night stand with? Cowboy Cobra wants to know.
Current or past?
I think anything.
John Travolta. But he'd have to wear the wig.
Oh, he'd have to wear the wig? Okay, very good.
If he were gay.
Joan, I've asked you.
Okay, now that you've seen that clip, this has been a rumor for a very long time about John Travolta. And we know we've heard a few things about Harry as well. So, what's going on here? Is it just a chummy relationship? What's the relationship between the two? And is Harry going to be getting into Scientology? All right, for this reading, I'm going to use the Wizard's Tarot. Very lovely deck by Barbara Moore. And I usually use it during Halloween, but every now and then it just demands to be used. So it wanted to be used for this reading. Sorry for my air conditioner in the background. It'll go off in a minute. All right, so let's see what we can find out about this very interesting story. All right, let me get my questions here. So what is the relationship between Prince Harry and John Travolta? Let's just get that out right away. What is the relationship between the two of them? And this is Judgment in Reverse, no second chance, okay? And how does John Travolta feel about Prince Harry? How does he feel about Prince Harry? And how does Prince Harry feel about John Travolta? Oops. Oh, a bunch of them flipped over. Two of Cups in reverse. Well, there's a lovers breakup. Oh, goodness. Okay. How does Harry feel about Scientology? Two of Pentacles. Okay, so two things are up in the air, being juggled, two ideas. Is there one flipped over here? I think I keep seeing one. No, okay. So how does Prince Harry feel about John Travolta? And how does Harry feel about Scientology? Because we know John Travolta is very into Scientology. He and Tom Cruise, they're very, very into Scientology. So how does Harry feel about Scientology? Has John Travolta talked to Harry about Scientology? Ooh, Ten of Swords in reverse. Ooh, being ruined, complete and total ruin. Has John Travolta talked to Harry about Scientology? And what does Meghan Markle feel about John Travolta? Ooh, Six of Pentacles. That's reciprocity. So what does Meghan Markle think about John Travolta? What does she think about him? And what does John Travolta think about Meghan Markle? And is Harry going to join Scientology? Is he going to join? Because once you're in, it's very difficult to get out, from what I've heard. And once I'm done shuffling, I'll make a comment here. Whoops. Okay, these cards are ready. Ten of Wands, Burden, Knight of Cups. Ooh. You're my knight in shining armor. You're my savior. I guess we'll go with that one. Oh, one card. Wow. Okay. All right. So, I have 8 questions. We'll do 8 cards. I'll go ahead and put those down. And while I do, I'll make a comment here. Speaking of Tom Cruise, we know that Katie Holmes got away from him in Scientology, and she had to plan it to where she literally had to escape. I'm going to do a reading on that one of these days, but that was a very interesting split up. So anyway, she got out of it, one of the few. All right, underlying energy is the King of Cups. Ooh. Oh, I think John Travolta is a Cancer. Let me look that up real quick. There's our Knight of Cups. And 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Okay, I'm going to look up his sun sign real quick. All right, let's see here. John, oh, he's a Pisces. He is the King of Cups. He's February 18th, 1954. Okay, so King of Cups. I think we have John Travolta showing up right here. Knight of Cups. You're my knight in shining armor. You're my savior. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. What you've done is indefensible. Wow. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of 7 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles in reverse is, upright, it's about you've invested a lot into something and you're waiting for your return on investment. And in reverse, you'll never get that return on investment. Oh, wow. I think this is John Travolta trying to talk Harry into understanding that the effort he's put into something is not worth it, and that John Travolta is his savior, his knight in shining armor. Wow. Reading's over. No, I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, and the next card on the underlying energy is the 7 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Okay, so what's the relationship between Prince Harry and John Travolta? What is that relationship? The Star. Oh, this is Diana. So this is Hope, Healing, Faith. It's also my Diana card. So what's the relationship between them? Diana is the relationship between them. He's attracted to John Travolta because he knew his mother. He danced with her. He had some type of relationship with Diana. And John Travolta's using that. He's using that to say, I can help you. I can be your knight in shining armor. And what you've invested all your time and money in is not worth it. You'll never get a return on that investment. Wow. Oh, I got goosebumps. Okay. How does John Travolta feel about Prince Harry? 2 of Cups in reverse. There's that split up card. 2 of Cups upright is about a loving relationship. 2 people who are in the height of passion, and they are very loving towards each other. And in reverse, a split up. How does John Travolta feel about Harry? He wants him to split up. Ooh. He wants him to split up. This could be, okay, this could also be a split up with his faith. this may be John Travolta trying to talk him out of his faith. Your relationship with Harry's personal God or gods, whatever religion Harry believes in, he's trying to get him to split up with that. It could be a split up with Meghan too. We'll see. It's either a split up with Meghan or a splitting up with his faith. But this is a split up with something Harry loves. Wow. How does Harry feel about John Travolta? What's that dynamic? 4 of Wands. This is security. This is home security. He feels like John Travolta is his foundation, his link with security and feeling safe. He looks in the mirror. Oh my God, I'm getting such goosebumps. He looks in the mirror and he sees him as someone who can ground him. He looks at John Travolta like, you're my savior. And he's listening to him saying, what you have worked so hard for, you will never get that return on investment. You won't get out of it what you've put into it. You won't get what you want through whatever it is that you've put a lot of hard work into. Wow. He looks at him for security. I don't think there's actually like a romance between the two of them. I think he's looking at him for grounding, this salvation that he's looking for. Wow. And the connection is Diana. And John Travolta is using that. How does Harry feel about Scientology? How does he feel about Scientology? Ace of Wands. He thinks it's a good idea. This is also a phallic symbol. He's very intrigued. I think it's the acceptance that he's looking for. It could be he's looking to hook up with somebody too, but he looks at John Travolta like this all-knowing, this man who will provide him the emotional comfort that he's always wanted and needed. You're my savior. You're my knight in shining armor. You'll do anything for me. You'll dredge through water in search of this chalice, this quest that Harry's on for acceptance, for emotional support, and that what he's spent so much time doing, he needs to get away from that because it won't work. He thinks he's very intrigued by Scientology. He thinks it's a good idea. Wow. Has John Travolta talked to Harry about Scientology? Has he done that? The Sun in reverse. I think not directly. The Sun upright is about everything's in the open. Success. Everything's a success. The light shines on what he's talking about, and in reverse, it's more of a subtle. It's under the scenes, out of the public, out of the light. He's talked to him about it indirectly, subtly. There's been no real direct conversation, just allusions to it. And it's over the 2 of Cups. I want you to break up with the ideas of faith that you've had. There's an indirect subtleness to it. He hasn't talked to him directly about it, only in little vague conversations. He's planting the seed. He's planting the seed. What does Meghan Markle think about John Travolta? What does she think about this? The Hierophant? Oh, she likes it too. Well, she likes John Travolta. She thinks that he's like the king of all kings? She thinks that he is the person that Harry can get this satisfaction from. Like the Hierophant is normally the crown. It's like the monarchy. Is John Travolta, in Meghan's mind, he is a substitute for the monarchy. He's the security and foundation that Harry wants and needs. I don't think it's for her. It's for Harry. What does John Travolta think about Meghan Markle? Ooh, 7 of Swords in reverse. You're an imposter. Oh my God. He doesn't like her. Seven of Swords upright is about a thief in the night coming to steal things away from you. It's about deception and lies and trickery. And in reverse, the exposure of it. The imposter syndrome. I know you're an imposter. Sorry, that was my daughter. He thinks of her as an imposter. You're an imposter. He sees right through her. He sees her for exactly what she is. Is Harry going to join Scientology? Is that what's going to happen? Justice. He might do it. He thinks that this is what he's always needed. This is the, a legal, this is putting legality to it. He absolutely might. There's a good possibility he will. And it's because he's looking for acceptance. Now, okay, I'm not trying to diss Scientology. If you're a member of it, maybe I just don't know everything about it. But Scientologists are gravitate towards people who are emotionally vulnerable. And that's what John Travolta is doing. He sees the vulnerability that Harry has. He's lost. He's disillusioned with the monarchy. He doesn't feel supported by them. And the King of Cups could also be Charles, but this is absolutely John Travolta. So he feels like he's looking at Harry as vulnerable, and he is using Diana, their connection with Diana, to get into his emotional psyche, and he's saying that this is your salvation. This is what will save you, and what you are currently invested in is not. It's not going to give you what you need. It's not giving you what you need. This can. Is Harry going to join Scientology? There's a good possibility he will. Because he thinks it's justice. This is what I really have needed to do all this time. Wow. This reading didn't go at all like I expected. I thought this was going to be like a romance here, like a romance between the two, but that's not it at all. This is about faith. This is actually about Scientology, and John Travolta is pitching it to him very subtly. Maybe giving him stories about, this is how Scientology saved me. This is how it has helped me along the way. So not a pitch directly to Harry. He's planting the seeds so that Harry will come to him. Wow. All right, let's do a wrap-up. What's the relationship between John Travolta and Harry? His mom, Diana. Absolutely. And faith. This is faith and hope and healing. So it's really twofold. I have the faith that you need, and I was connected with your mom. That's what brought them together. And, of course, they have the flying thing, but Harry's not a pilot, so I'm not going to go there. Okay. How does John Travolta feel about Harry? He wants him to break up with his faith. It's either break up with his faith. I don't think it's breaking up with Meghan. I think it's to break up with his faith. What you love is not working for you. You need to break up with it. And then how does Harry feel about John Travolta? He feels like he's his security. He's his foundation. He's who he's looking to for security. He looks at him as security. And then how does Harry feel about Scientology? He's interested in it. Ace of Wands. That's a new idea. That's a great idea. An idea that will bear fruit. What a great idea. And then has John Travolta talked to Harry about Scientology? Very subtly. Under the covers, behind the scenes, just in vague references. This is how it's helped me. Not how it's going to help you, how it's helped me. And how I broke up with my faith that I used to believe in because it didn't work. This is how it's helped me. And what does Meghan Markle think of John Travolta? She looks at him like the head of the Hollywood scene, maybe even the head of Scientology. She looks at him like Harry used to look at The Crown. That's how she looks at John Travolta. He is like the leader of everything that he's representing, and he represents security. What does John Travolta think about Meghan Markle? He thinks she's an imposter. He sees her for what she is. He sees through all the lies, all the deception. Very similar to, well, I won't say that here. Someone else who looked at Meghan Markle and said, "I've seen your kind before." And is Prince Harry going to join Scientology? He very possibly could, and it could be in a legal way. There's some kind of legality, justice, this is the legal system, that's going to be involved with it. And of course, our underlying energies just goes. I think, Mara, if you're watching, you have said this to me many times, that the underlying energy is always the foundation of my readings, and it's true. This is John Travolta. I'm your savior. I'm your knight in shining armor, and what you have worked for, everything that you have put into, all the effort that you've put into your faith or whatever it is you worked hard for, it's not going to pay off. You will see no return on your investment for what you're currently in. Wow. Well, there you go. I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like and share. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate my subscribers so much. Thanks for hanging in with me for my absences. As soon as I get my health issues straightened out, I hope to go back to daily postings. It's just been a struggle, but thanks guys for hanging in there with me. And if you're not a subscriber, well, please do subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't miss another reading. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you again soon on Royal Tarot Readings. Bye-bye, everybody.